So, yeah, let's start with a little bit of a summary.
Where did we start last time?
That's what I'm
Baseball
trying.
game.
The baseball games? Okay.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
baseball game.
Yeah.
We had some weird dreams before that, I guess.
Yeah.
At least I did. My character did. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Didn't you see yourself as the guy that looks like FICO's character
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah. I
that? in your
saw
dream?
myself as Wayne, basically.
But
Yeah.
don't we
Carlos.
have a handout where it shows his actual name?
Yep.
Duarte?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos Enrique Duarte. He's got a dirty mustache and beard too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Basically, I had this wild dream where I was driving out, probably in California, and I drove to a church and went in there and decapitated the priest in front of everyone.
Yep.
Reverend
And collected
Cosmo
his head.
Fusto.
Yep. Left him bound up, bound in like a prayer position too.
And then I got in the car and looked in the mirror, and it wasn't my face, but it was the face of well, we
Carlos.
said it looked like Wayne, but it's actually
Yeah.
what's his name again?
Carlos.
Carlos.
I'm trying to find the handout.
It's handout
It's
number 6.
news of Hermes Ramstein's
Yeah.
previous.
Yeah.
Right, and later, which we'll get to, it matches the story exactly of a real event that actually happened.
And if need be, depending on how you guys have done with once we've got your ideas as characters and your ideas as players, if need be, I have something that I can do with that that might help further things along. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I had that weird dream.
Yep.
And then we went to the baseball game,
Yes.
and Shannon had no idea that there wasn't more than one entrance.
Only Wayne knew the local ball field.
Yeah.
Only Wayne knew, and that made sense. And then
Yeah.
Wayne became the mascot.
Yeah, and
No. Wait.
Well,
He didn't become the mascot. His high school buddy got hurt, inexplicably hurt, so he had to take over as the mascot. And then Wayne just kept the costume.
Yeah, but before that, we talked to Wachowski, and
Yep.
is that when he? Is that when we got the? No, what did he tell us there? I forget.
Oh, didn't he get us the cell phone of?
that was actually
God.
after.
Oh, that's later.
Oh, that was after.
Let me. So he at the ball game, he basically that's when he gave you the those news articles, the news of
That's what I was thinking.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he told you guys about the events at Concord in Concord, New Hampshire, and he showed you the art that Jennifer Dillon made.
Box jellyfish.
Yeah. And you guys have noticed the theme of that, of like a similar symbol that you found at the phone booth that was used to make the call to Stella during her live stream, where her behavior
We've
suddenly
seen it all
changed.
over.
Yep.
Box jellyfish.
There was one on John Michael Owen's. Didn't he have a tattoo of it,
It actually looked, yeah, I think.
or was it a birthmark?
Let me double check. I think.
I guess maybe the autopsy would say.
Yeah, the autopsy.
Oh yeah, the uncensored autopsy of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. but
Yeah. Anyways, we've seen
yeah, you also specifically
it all over
remember
the place.
seeing it on.
I can't remember. I'm looking at this.
Yeah, you also remember specifically seeing it on Stella's arm when she was in the hospital as a birthmark. Yet it was not visible on any of the bajillion of other photos you've seen of her where you've seen that area exposed along with many other areas.
Yo, I forgot that this autopsy said that the dude has a frickin' tail.
Yeah, it's actually a real medical condition.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, so yeah, at the
No
baseball
joke,
game,
I dated a girl in high school that had one.
damn, nice.
It doesn't say on the autopsy.
I forget. It's inconsequential. It just know that it's
Yeah.
like it was there
It's
in
been
one
all
way or
over
another.
the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys basically, you know more, like a good amount of what your play. He basically gave you the knowledge that you had for players during the second chapter, so that basically you guys can kind of draw upon most of that knowledge without like it being technically considered metagaming, just like he did with the first meeting where he gave you the details of the incident in Austin, Maine. You don't know about the monsters per se, like you don't know like, oh yeah, this was but you know that he told you about like what the other characters reported to him, like that like Amber Kellman had birthed some sort of horrific abomination, that
Right.
that Celeste Lasname has like did something very similar, and blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's basically the events of the ball game. But importantly, you also at the ball game there was a drone that
Put our faces on the big screen.
yeah, and like unlike any of the others that were shown, it for a brief moment it looked like it was centering you perfectly, like framed, as if its only purpose or intention was to capture you.
Mm-hmm.
It was fixated on us.
Mm-hmm.
So I did find the handout. It's called The Mark. So he did have a tattoo of one. Also, I just noticed on the compass on this drawing, it has the little box jellyfish logo
Oh yeah.
on it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's all sorts of little details.
Little hidden cool Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, we left after that. After we saw ourselves on the big screen.
Everybody except for Wayne.
Except for Wayne.
Yep.
Yeah. Wayne wasn't going anywhere. It was a doubleheader.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame him.
Yep. And then you guys had arranged for a meeting with Bruno at the central train station.
Yep, yeah, he
Yeah.
got spooked and said, meet me at the train station.
But we got
Yeah,
there
we
too
watched-
late.
We watched Sailor Moon at Cannon's apartment until
Yeah.
That's
games
right,
were
now
over and it
shacking.
was time to meet.
That's right. They were watching Sailor Moon and I was hacking. What was I doing? What was I looking up? I forget. Goddamn, my brain is full of holes.
It's
I'm
okay.
trying to remember myself.
I think I was just looking up information on different people.
Yeah.
Like information on like who was it though? I think it was like probably information on the Hermes Ramstein group and I don't
Yeah,
know, a
and you
bunch of
did
different
find
stuff.
yeah, you found a bunch of stuff like, you know, the ties to the winery to like the wineries.
Yes, that's right.
You found out about a whole bunch of other stuff that you got from the cell phone from later, but yeah, basically
That's right.
you got to the
That's right. I was given. Oh yeah, was that after the subway?
yeah, you guys got a call.
I had a SIM card and like a phone and like something else that I had to hack into.
Yeah, and a SIM. Yeah, you had the SIM card and then the cell phone. The SIM card was from the that video camera in the.
That's right.
Yeah, which you got
in the club.
from.
In the club.
Yeah, which you guys got from the head of security who was kind of doing a side job, and then it turned out that there was a police raid and you guys had to get the hell out of Dodge.
That's right. At the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to the bar.
Shady biker bar.
The shady biker bar, and Wayne cracked a dude's jaw open.
Yep, while wearing the mascot.
While in the mascot costume.
God, I wish I was an artist so I could render that scene, because that was so good.
I mean, that literally would be something I would be willing to pay for someone on Fiverr.
Oh yeah, that
just to draw out.
Yeah, that or the or the scene towards the end where he had his break. Either one, they're both just so funny. Anyways.
Oh yeah, his mental breakdown.
Yeah. So what did you guys do? So Bruno went missing. In his, he sent you a text message. His last message to you was which just three numbers, 431, and it turned out you were standing in front of the luggage locker. The locker. Number 431, and inside of it you found an enlarged picture of Carlos Enrique Duarte, and yeah, the resemblance was uncanny. Aside from the definitely not painted
Wayne,
on. Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne still doesn't see it.
Yeah, yeah, because I think I made you roll an intelligence roll to see if you were just fucking with them or not.
Oh yeah, no, Wayne totally knows.
Yeah.
Wayne's never gonna let anyone know that he knows.
Yeah, exactly. So. Then you got also. Sorry, go ahead.
When we did the hacking and I unlocked the phone, there was a text message from In to John Michael Owens, and they were talking about finding Ariadna's hideout. Mm-hmm. I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. And he was talking about cutting off her head. Yep. And then there's a photo attached to it, and it had all of our names on it, plus a bunch of other names.
Yep, of people you know. It had the names of all of Stella Keseberg, Carlos Enrique Duarte, and Emil Mikhailov, who, like, basically the previous three murder kind of perpetrators.
Yep.
So, yeah, you guys found that. You found all sorts of because of your insane computer skills. You were able to get, you were able to get, like, it specifically says like, this is completely inaccessible unless the player makes like an insane skill roll. And
yeah, didn't you have me like roll on hard or something like that? And yeah, because I basically just rolled. I had you, because your skill was 90. I had you roll, and the degree of your success would determine how long it took. Yeah.
And so you found all about the financial network, names of organizations that the Children of Amalthea used as a cover, which you found Neville Wineries, Amalthea Fertility Clinic, Greenwood Industries, Mother Gaia Group, various phantom businesses, rental payments, money laundering from like all around the world. So you don't know, like, you weren't able to like look through everything, but you were able to like get access to everything. But at first glance, you were able to clearly tell that Hermes Ranstein has a connection with a company called Amalthea LLC, which also has a connection to the religious community led by John Michael Owens, which in turn has a link to the deceased Reverend Michael Reeds, and him with the art collector and dealer Ferdinand Bradford. All three of them being those three being the murder victims whose heads are still missing.
Yeah. Yeah, so Shannon found a lot.
Yeah. Shannon's been kind of goated. Basically, my plot device vehicle.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I can do something.
Yeah.
Because once I start swinging my katana, it's not gonna be good for Shannon.
Well, good thing you guys saved Stella Keseberg, because if one of you guys dies, you can just use that as a
swap into her.
Yeah, just
Cool.
make the swap. Though ideally, you guys won't die, but if you do,
we will see.
It would not be the worst, because you would then get a ridiculous amount. That character, that player, would get a ridiculous amount of insight into exactly what happened.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, go on. After that, you guys
didn't we get a phone call that Stella escaped?
Yep.
And she had taken the doctor hostage.
Yep. And
she had shot some cops or like stolen a gun.
Yeah, stolen a gun and basically in like some sort of crazy moment, like overpowered a cop and took his gun.
As the kids would say these days, crash out of the year.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Huh?
I've never heard that one.
Crash out? Crash out is just like, it's usually negative. It's when somebody just like freaks the fuck out on something, on someone, about something.
Yeah.
They call it crashing out.
And so
I'm online far too much. I'm glad you don't know what that means. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like that's kind of what happened as because Shannon, again, you were able to use your computer skills to actually track down exactly where the stolen car went. Tracked Stella down to a barn in the
Did I track her through a phone or something like that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we found her in the barn, but then there were some dead people.
Yeah, well...
But they weren't really people.
What you found at the barn specifically, because you found her through her live stream that she was broadcasting where she...
Oh, this is before... Yeah.
Yeah, and then you guys found her in the barn, and you had a whole conversation with
the
her.
doctor and
she
stuff.
Told you exactly what happened. She said that when they took her into the elevator for transport, she freaked out at seeing all the mirrors and she broke the glass and got a whole bunch of cuts on her arm. You guys noticed that the birthmark was no longer visible, but the area where it had clearly been kind of cut up by broken glass. And she noted almost sudden return to basic clarity, and that she had basically been a prisoner in her own body.
Still conscious of what was going on, but unable to control what was happening.
Exactly.
Basically, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
that's a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of those things that is a viscerally terrifying thing to think about. Locked in syndrome. But you noticed first off that she was back to using her left hand. And she was basically interrogating this doctor.
It was very rude.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Not
that she was a real B word.
Yes, she was. She's Yes, she was.
Yeah. And you guys, she basically told you,
That we were idiots.
idiot, but like, yeah, specifically.
But she also hinted at us being like bigger pieces of the puzzle that we
Yeah.
don't even realize quite yet.
Yeah, like,
Because there's way more that's going on than our characters know.
potentially, depending on what your characters are starting to think.
Well, I mean, I think they're starting to kind of understand, or at least not understand, but kind of like realize the scope is bigger than they realized to begin with. But at least for Shannon, she's kind of still, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, and then, like, I'll give you some specific examples of what she said. Like, when she said, when she asked her, who made her, like, kill, she's, like, John Michael Owens, she said, she laughed and said, maybe John Michael Owens was a man at some point before being reborn from the womb of the black goat, but what she killed wasn't human, I can assure you. She also said the cycle of Shub-Niggurath is approaching its end. Haven't you noticed? The animals, the seas, the mountains, the sky, the universe's own nature is trembling, announcing the death of the dark-faced mother. You yourselves have her blood. You are nothing but a bunch of bastards abandoned on the trash heap of the cosmos, and you know that what I'm saying is true. Shub-Niggurath is dying, and those crazy idiots who call themselves the children of Amalthea will be the first ones to go. Ariadna will take care of them with her own hands.
Good.
She also said, if you don't let me go, I can guarantee you that your friend, the journalist with the unpronounceable name, will suffer his worst before dying. And she basically said also, like, what do I care if you kill me now? The end will come soon for everyone. A new start will bring perfect beings to the world, divinities. Then we won't need gods to worship. The new improved humanity will bend the universe to its liking. Our children won't have anything to fear from anyone because nobody will be able to crush them. And then one of you guys, combined with Stella, like, you both had visions of the kind of handoff of the head. And you were able to pinpoint...
Picture he just posted, sorry.
Oh my god.
That's too funny.
Let me see.
Not to interrupt the story, but I just asked ChatGPT to give me.
Oh my god, that's so good!
Oh my god. That's amazing. That's so fucking great.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
That's so good.
Uh,
That's fucking amazing.
that's. Why does the biker look like Triple H a little bit?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's great,
that's fucking
dude.
amazing. Oh, that's so good.
Sometimes I act for something.
Yeah,
Oh, it's so good.
that is so good. But, yeah, you guys basically were able to track down where the handoff had taken place. It was at, like, basically a big hangar in, like, the
That's right.
industrial area of the city known as the Darrens. And at this point, like, it had become a full-blown electrical storm. Like, you've lost cell and internet reception. The wind is howling. And that's when you found the bodies, along with the van and the car that you recognized as belonging to Cornelia Ramstein.
That's right. We saw her car at where were we when we saw her?
You were outside the hangar.
No, but before.
Oh, yeah, at the
we
mall-
were like,
at the mall.
Oh, we were leaving the mall. That's right.
Yeah,
We were leaving the mall and we saw that car.
yeah. And yeah, the car was riddled with bullet holes from automatic weapons.
Yep.
And yeah, you found the bodies of 3 armed women dressed in nurse uniforms. You were able to find out some information about them. Like, Stella recognized them as nurses, not nurses, but people who had been posing as nurses at the hospital, working with Dr. Hench.
Wayne figured out that they had their insides liquefied and kind of
freaked
lost
out.
it over that.
Yep.
Yeah, because he found he also found the body of Cornelia Ramstein's secretary, but just his deflated skin. And from the bullet holes in that sack of skin, a whitish viscous liquid was leaking out, dripping out of the car through the open door, drawing a trace specifically around those quote-unquote nurses' bodies.
Yeah, see, I'm afraid. Now this goes into player knowledge that they weren't liquefied, but they weren't human to begin with, but they were posing as humans, and this liquid is like their slime of them leaving their cast-off skin, human skins behind. Because didn't you say that the trail led into the hangar?
It led from the body, like the deflated skin of Mr. Chambers, the assistant, the secretary. It led up to and around them, and then it continued on.
It didn't say it continued on into the hangar. It's just said it continued on.
It
Yeah, it
was
continued on
Mr.
into the hangar.
Chambers.
Yeah.
God, was his name Earl?
No, it was just Mr. Chambers. That's all you knew.
No. The guy that got his skin took in the first Men in Black movie.
Oh, right, yeah.
Edgar.
Edgar, there you go. Started with an E.
But
Bug Man. That's right.
yeah,
Yep.
and basically.
Oh, he liquefied the nurses, right? That's what.
That's-
we
Yeah.
The
He-
conclusion.
Whatever the creature that was posing as the bodyguard liquefied the nurses.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because it goes from one body to the other and then through the hangar entrance. And then finally, you guys, the last thing that happened is you were able to, you entered the hangar with the you messed with the fuse box, specifically noting that someone had bypassed the circuit breaker as well as replacing the power cable with a longer one, which suggests that they have recently needed an exceptionally large amount of electrical power here. And then Wayne found out with a little bit of a cost that there's a 50-gallon blue plastic drum full of an incredibly potent acid capable of stripping a body to the bone in just a few minutes.
Yeah. And that's where we ended.
Wayne is gonna have to figure out some way to fix the costume.
Oh yeah. You'd have to take it to a tailor. But let's see what your characters know, and then what you guys know as players. We're just going to do this really briefly because I want to determine if there's anything I need to either clarify or like kind of go on or like add detail to. So, like, what do you guys as characters think is going on with, for example, Stella? What do you think happened to Stella?
I would say, since we're all on this list with Stella and these other murderers, I would think probably our characters know at some point that maybe whoever it is able to take control of people, and the people on the list that we've found are somehow like they're the ones capable of being taken over or something.
Yep, that adds up, and you might connect that back to the fact that John Michael Owens, for example, was described as being reborn from the womb of the Black Goat, and then you yourselves have her blood, specifically referring to Shumnagoroth. So, make of that what you will. And you might get some more clues on that later on. Is there anything that you think might be relevant to this, like, takeover process, or...
We have the mirror component.
Yep.
Yeah, somehow.
Either they come, like, they take over through a mirror, or... Because I know when she saw the mirror, Stella freaked out. So I don't know if it was like, if she can see into the mirror, the change can happen.
I can tell you that when you first saw the change happen in Stella, that there was no mirror around.
She was live streaming and she got a phone call, and it like I forget exactly what the person on the other line said, but I feel like they said something.
Yeah, you didn't hear what they said.
Oh, that's right. We didn't even know. Yeah.
Yeah, but you did see, like, in the live chat, someone with the username. Let me pull it up.
I think I even may have made like a CIA activation code,
yeah, you did.
like joke.
Yeah,
at
you
the
did,
time.
and it turns out that while not CIA, but like you were very much on the right track. But yeah, it was Ariadna _SN who left the messages twice at 2 different timestamps in the live stream. Ring.
That's right.
But
Ring.
yeah, so you're getting the idea of perhaps it's not necessarily the mirrors that have an effect on it, but that they, when they're taken over,
I think it's
or whatever,
their conscious selves seeing the reverse versions of themselves in the mirror when they've been taken over, basically.
Yeah, and you also recall in some of your dreams and even some of your like lapses in concentration that you have switched to using your other hand and like writing like you would in a mirror. So possibly the more those of you with like higher intelligence scores might figure when you get taken over, there's like you basically are a mirror of yourself or a reflection of yourself. And then also something that you may have noted by now, like your characters would know this, every time that you saw footage of Stella when she was using her right hand when she was in that mirror state, and while she was in the hospital kind of not comatose but like completely unresponsive, she had that birthmark on her arm. And then the most recent time you saw her, as well as the from the photos from like basically way before, she did not have the birthmark, and that you noted specifically that the area where the birthmark had been when you found her in the barn had been kind of like cut by stray like broken glass. You can make of that what you will.
Yeah, I can't tell if she cut herself or if it got cut on accident, which kind of then
you would guess the
kind
second.
of reverse the spell on accident. Okay.
Yeah, like.
And then the other part of that is I don't know how it gets onto the person. Whether like.
And that's something that.
Shannon,
Shannon
as a character, she goes down like conspiracy theory rabbit holes and stuff, but she doesn't really buy into them very much, except for maybe like the government stuff. Like when it comes to like magic and voodoo and witchcraft and that type of stuff, she doesn't really buy into it. And that's kind of like, if it isn't like CIA mind control, it is that. And in her mind, it can't be that. Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
It can't be the paranormal to Shannon, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, and we'll see what it takes to have that wake up call. But I think that's a really good start, and I think you guys are really getting onto it. I think it was just like I'll say, for example, that in your dream where you were as Carlos Cheese, you noted that you also saw that same birthmark. And again, it doesn't look like any sort of like sigil or anything like that. It looks like, like a mole, like it's that same color. It's genuinely looks like it's a birthmark. And
so it's like a made of blotches of pigment and not.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't look like something that is like.
It's not tattooed. It hasn't been branded.
Yeah, you might guess from what you've been told.
It's a constellation of moles.
Yeah, what you might guess is, you know what? Someone make me like an idea roll, because I'll give you this because it might be very important for how you interpret.
Is that like an actual?
Yeah, it's just
skill?
straight up. It's just straight up intelligence. Idea is just intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Miles, you get the feeling, you connect this, the fact that it looks like a birthmark, with the fact that Dr. Hench described John Michael Owens as a man at some point before being reborn from the womb of the Black Goat, and that he wasn't human, and also that she told you yourselves have her blood. You are nothing but a bunch of bastards abandoned on the trash heap of the cosmos, and you know this to be true. Along with the fact that John Michael Owens, Stella Keseberg, all of you guys were on this list that they said were people that, you know, have a connection. And you might...
Yeah, I think...
You're making the connection that it's like something that you're born with.
It's like latent in our blood, basically.
Well, I was gonna say that Miles is starting to get the feeling now that this conspiracy that they're learning about is way bigger than he thought, and that maybe these people have been following him a lot longer than he realizes.
Yeah, and
that maybe in some ways he's fated to be here at this moment right now because of factors way beyond his control.
Yeah, and that's kind of... Yeah, and so with that, I think that's all you guys need, just to make sure that you, as players, kind of know everything, and have kind of connected what you've got. Luckily, I didn't have to do too much explaining for you guys. You just had, you had it all basically more or less together, just a few kind of little details. Anyways, let's start off. You guys are in the hangar, and you've just taken your hand out of that little acid bath because you failed, and
that must be one of those molecular acids like in that what's that movie called, Alien?
Yeah.
The thing with the blood.
I love those movies. They're my favorite.
You know, only a bunch of degenerates would be a fan of that movie.
Jeez, Miles, that's fucking rude.
Super spicy chili sauce day. Oh.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be okay, Wayne?
Yeah. I just gotta remember to use the left hand when going to the bathroom now. Oh.
Yeah, at least for a while.
Yeah. So, everybody, make me a spot hidden.
Please pull your token in, bruh.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. Spoot hidden.
Ooh, extreme.
Nice. I'm gonna bank that. You guys don't see anything yet, but you're getting a bad...
test spot hidden.
Yeah, I know.
You don't see anything.
No, you don't see anything.
I love that.
But
we're all getting the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, you're all getting the heebie-jeebies, understandably. But, actually...
I feel like being asked to roll for it is like you having this feeling that you should be seeing something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what else
and it's a way of me making sure that, like, I might ask for rolls when there is nothing, so that just because I asked for a roll doesn't mean, like, there is something, to basically keep you guys on your toes.
Of course.
Yeah, and then we're like...
They're like... Sorry, my bad.
I was gonna say, then we succeed and we're like, okay, I definitely don't see anything.
Yeah.
But we're like still expecting something.
Yeah, but keep your eyes open. You never know. Look what happened to Wayne.
Yeah. So...
I just wanted to know, like... Is there a lot of, like, clutter in here? Like, is it...
it looks
shelves
like this place...
Like in...
Yeah, there's these shelves with aisles between them. Like, this is, these are 3-level
like a
shelves.
big warehouse.
Oh yeah. Like this is a hangar warehouse kind of place. You see these shelves contain like large wooden boxes and mostly metallic crane structures used for maintaining the materials and assembling hot air balloons. Because as you guys remember, this was an old kind of air hangar, and much of the material is still in good condition, like the helium and hydrogen tanks. And I will give you one thing with the spot hidden. All of you guys notice
Hydrogen tanks.
helium and hydrogen, yes. Because this is like old before they, before the Hindenburg.
Or like Hindenburg.
Yeah. Damn, got him. So,
Ooh.
That was terrible.
roll sanity. Everybody roll sanity for that joke. No, I'm kidding.
Shannon dies.
So, you guys notice the remains of some, like, those of you with a regular success can't tell like what it is, but it definitely looks like the remains of something that, like, a living creature. Miles, you're able to determine that it is it's a dog. And with the extreme success, Camille, you're like, that's a German Shepherd.
That's fucked up.
Wait, it's a German Shepherd. You can tell by the fur. No.
Why would someone do that? Wait, is it in the barrel?
No, it's in the
Or is it
aisle.
just on the ground?
It's at the end of the first aisle, like right here.
Is it
Okay.
like mummified?
you
Like
can't
it's
see
been there a
anything.
really long time?
You'll have to take a
Or can
closer
like we
look.
smell it?
You'll have to take a closer look to
Yeah,
be
I
sure.
actually,
Because this is still like
will walk
it's
up.
dimly lit and dark.
I will walk up to it and kneel down and look and say, "Poor puppers,
So,
what happened to you?" Not really talking to it, but just talking out loud a little bit.
You see it has the same symptoms as those bodies outside, but more advanced. But,
Oh,
so make me a sanity roll.
okay.
Okay, you don't lose
Hey.
any sanity. But the other thing you notice is that the
I feel
chest
like-
is rising and falling now that you've gotten up close to it. And it snarls at you and snaps before going limp.
And I fall backwards.
And you see
I
this
think
kind of white viscous
I
fluid
should roll
leaking out of its
sanity,
open
too.
mouth. Yeah, that's fair.
What'd you say, Cheese?
Okay,
I was gonna say I think I should roll for sanity too, because I was gonna be like right behind you.
okay, so then, yeah, roll me 1d3.
1d3. Okay, I actually gotta type that down. What is it again?
1d3.
No, what is the
Backslash
command?
roll
Okay.
space 1d3.
Yeah. Okay, you lose 3 sanity.
Hey.
Yeah, and you guys can move your characters up here.
We can't see your ping.
Oh right, I'm on a wrong layer. Here.
Oh, yeah, I figured that's where it was.
Oh yeah.
I like scoot back until I like run into Camille's legs, and then I
I throw
scream again.
my hands in your back to try and hold you up from tripping over me.
Yeah, Camille, you also.
I'm already I'm like on the ground, basically like on my butt, scooting back towards you.
Yeah, and Camille, with your extreme success, you also notice in the neighboring aisles there is a forklift that, from everything you can see, appears to be in perfect working order, but you have to be certified to know how to use it. I.e., you would have to make an operate heavy machinery check.
I got a 1 in that skill.
Yeah, you got a 1.
Yeah, so I'm guessing, yeah, none of you guys are forklift certified.
Who knows? Wayne might be. Probably not, though.
You
He
can.
Wayne
makes
is
everything
willing
he
to
touches,
try,
so I
but
don't
Wayne
think
has
so.
no faith in his ability.
Okay.
Got my shotgun pointed at the dog, and I'm gonna
Camille,
slowly
help
walk
me
up
out.
and poke it with the barrel.
It's still breathing, but it's like you can tell that it's more like the process that is going on in this dog is more advanced than the condition of the bodies outside, likely because of its smaller size.
Can I put my boot on its neck and end its life?
Yes, you may. Let me.
Wait. Never mind.
Or at least attempt to.
Oh yeah, I need to mute this tab.
Oh, I meant to step on its neck till it dies, not blast its head off.
use.
No, you old yellered it.
Your boot shotgun went off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all of
I
you.
wish I had a boot shotgun.
You know what? No, you
specified
just
more
popped your boot
Oh, yeah.
and it went off.
I mean,
That would be very funny. But
I guess I could do that, but I don't feel like Miles would be that brutal.
oh yeah,
To a dog, anyway.
Plus, that's
You
loud.
could do it to a person.
I mean, we've already
Maybe.
kind of been loud already. I guess it doesn't
but
matter that
yeah,
much. but-
whatever. Like you're able to do it, and you guys can all see that like the body is starting to like, it's like starting to sink, as if like it's starting to lose its coherency almost, like it's deflating.
Yummy.
Excuse me. Anyways, yeah, that's what you get from that.
Man,
And
there's
then-
some wild shit going on in here.
And
Yeah, this whole thing has been fucking weird.
I'm gonna just
As I like pull myself up on Camille,
yeah, and
Pull you up.
and then I pull out my fucking katana.
hell yeah. So
All right, all you motherfuckers, prepare to taste my cold steel. And I tip my invisible fedora.
so as you
I feel like your character might actually wear a fedora.
that would be very
Sometimes,
funny,
but she's not wearing one right now.
No.
yeah. So you notice the halls are starting to open up to this big open space at the rear of the hangar. I'm just gonna add the labels to
Yeah.
make it easier to.
Isles, work area.
So you could tell that this was obviously the the area where that was used for the assembly of the hot air balloons back in the day, but it's very clearly something different now. There's tons of like computers. There's several in the middle. There's several improvised tables mounted on trestles, making a large semicircle, which serves to support a network of computers supplied by an emergency generator. On the computer screens, well, you can't see that from here. You'll have to get up closer.
Okay. Computers! And she runs over.
Okay, so on the computer
Hannah, look out.
screens, yep. On the computer screens, there are various programs that you notice are collating information that is like in a form that you don't recognize, but it's it's like it's translating. It's like it's translating it.
Yeah, Shannon goes, "It's beautiful.
Yeah.
For the first time in a long time, I have no idea what this code means."
Yeah, it's it seems like it's being translated, like continuously in the process of translation. Though you can make me a computer use roll to see if you can get any tiny details.
I sit down in the middle chair and
Can you figure
we
any
roll
of
a
it out?
we roll a computer use. I'm gonna try.
Extreme success. You get
Of course you did.
you get multiple. You get a couple of different names of text that it seems to be working with. You get Liber Ibanez, Unersprechlichen Kulten, which was written by Friedrich Wilhelm von Junz in the 19th century. But there's constant references to a book called The Restoration Codex. But the details of that are, it seems to be, like, this is all references to things describing, like, a ritual or something. But you can't get any details just from looking, like, this really quick look at it. But
Right.
you can make me a spot hidden roll, any of you guys who are exploring this area.
I shall make a roll.
Wayne, since you rolled first, you reveal a 9mm pistol hidden under one of the tables, stuck on with scotch tape.
Gee, God, Kaminsky, come here. Come here. There's a loaded gun under one of the tables.
Oh,
What the
really?
hell?
God,
What is this place? What
I
are
don't
all
know.
these? What are all these pictures
So-
that make the semicircle?
There are around
I think at
20
that point-
enlarged printed photographs hung vertically on metallic plinths and covered with sheets of glass that cover the entire surface of the photographic paper. Each reproduction measures 6 feet high by 3 feet wide, and they show various engravings and texts from ancient cultures. Anybody can make me an archaeology or history roll.
Yeah. I ain't good at any of those.
that? No.
Okay, no.
That is history.
Dwayne tried.
Yeah, I'll
hey.
try too, I guess.
Hey, I mean, get your high
Hold on.
rolls out on this rather than things like dodge.
Yeah, the things you need.
Miles, do you want to push it?
I can.
I'm burning a bunch of 80+ rolls here.
Yeah,
I could,
you could spend 12
I
luck.
could spin luck. It'll make my luck really low.
That's true.
What if I try to push it?
That's a good question. I'll have to think of a consequence if you fail. Wait, I've got an idea. Yeah, I've got an idea for consequence. If you fail, because you're gonna be, how are you gonna push this? Like, what are you gonna do to like up the stakes? To make this, to kind of try and succeed where you failed.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. How would I put? I'm not sure I would push a roll like this.
You could get closer to the like the actual like enlarged like photograph, like mounted photographs.
Pictures. Mm.
And
Yeah, I guess that's probably what I would do. Try to
yeah, the
get
risk
closer.
the risk if you fail is that you might knock a whole bunch of them over, making a whole lot of noise.
You know what? For the narrative, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
As he's walking up to it, I go, "You guys ever seen?" And I said this last time, Matt, as a player, but not as my character. You guys ever seen the anime Evangelion? This kind of reminds me of Cele. I don't like it.
Ruh-roh.
They're
You're looking
Trying to
like real
do
close,
bad things.
and you knock one of these over, and it
Yeah, I'm gonna
falls.
say I turn around and say, "Guys, I can't figure out anything this says," and I accidentally back into it.
Yeah, and it's just like
Look
a
out,
loud crash, like it echoes through the hangar. Also, everybody can make me an intelligence roll.
including...
How Wayne failed that, I do not know.
Jeez,
That's hilarious.
wild.
You could technically spend 2 luck, but I mean, it doesn't really matter since Miles. Do you want to make the roll? Okay, Miles and
Hey,
Shannon.
let's go.
You're able to kind of see that the language in these samples appears to be like some are Latin, some are Greek, and some are Arabic. But a simple look at the engravings, you guys can tell that they are related to a particular book and the life cycle of an ancient deity. And you also note that connecting this kind of semicircle is a glass screen with notes written in indelible ink in different colors. Do any of you guys want to look?
Is that this thing, like the
Yeah.
board behind the computers? Yeah, okay.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, guys, I'm not gonna touch anything else.
Camille's gonna go look.
Wayne, look at the.
Miles.
Can Wayne look at some of the Latin words?
Yeah.
Darn.
It seems to be maybe a dialect of Latin you're not particularly familiar with, or perhaps this context is like you wouldn't be familiar with the words or like vocabulary used in this context.
Is there anything written in Greek?
Yes. Yeah.
Because Kaminsky knows a little bit of Greek.
Roll it.
Not enough.
Yeah. This is
No.
like modern Greek. This is like ancient Greek. So
In the beginning of time.
yeah, it'd be like you trying to like use your English skill to decipher Beowulf, like the original Beowulf. But
Wayne knows how to read Old English.
oh, that would have had to be an extreme success
Darn.
for like an extremely
Wayne
ancient
thinks
dialect.
Old English. Wayne thinks Old English is Shakespeare.
Yeah, like you could go back a couple centuries. It'd be like Canterbury Tales would be like hard success, and then like Beowulf era like Old English would require an extreme. But anyways, those of you looking at this kind of board, you guys see the notes written in ink with different colors, and from which hang photo portraits taken from social media. Some of them are crossed out with a big cross in marker pen. You recognize yourselves among the portraits which are crossed out. Those of you who see this, make me a sanity roll.
Hey.
Shit.
Those of you
Where are
who
we crossed
succeeded, lose 1. Wayne, roll me a d10. You lose 3, and because you're indefinitely insane, you do suffer another bout of madness, which
Oh, no.
would be berserk. Like, and tell me what form that takes.
If Wayne is going berserk, the baton is coming out and glass is getting shattered.
Okay. As you guys, as Wayne is like, basically going to town before you guys can react, you also note that, you quickly are able to note that, there are the photographs and names of those accused of the murders of the 3 priests of the children of Amalthea, as well as another familiar face that you know, Bruno Wachowski. And in the tallest part of the columns of photos, some 20 in total, of which about half a dozen are still unmarked, the following title is written in rounded letters. Scions of S-N.
That must mean that the shub guy that the doctor lady was talking about, Hinch was talking about. Shub Nagurath.
And then Wayne, before you guys are able to get much more, Wayne just starts...
You just hear glass breaking.
What are you doing, Wayne?
You're breaking all the portraits.
God.
Imagining that's what you're doing.
No, the entire thing is glass, so just the entire board just shattered. Like, have you ever seen a computer case, tempered glass side element shatter?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that with the entire board and all of the portraits are just kind of fluttering down.
Yeah. You guys could sort through...
In glass everywhere.
...to find the last bit of info about these, but you would risk cutting yourselves on broken glass.
God. Oh, I don't want to go through all that glass.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Stella's with you, but...
That's okay.
Yeah. The classic stoic silent NPC.
Yep. Every time we look at her, she does like the oblivion. Hello, how are you?
Yeah,
like...
she goes, she's like, have you heard of the High Elves?
Oh, God damn it. Dude, I know you've been playing the fuck out of it, and so we'll talk about it later. But anyways.
Yeah. But...
Fucking... Okay, I can't...
I thought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Why won't you die?
That is the entirety of what Wayne is saying as he is continuously smacking the glass.
Going full Wes Johnson.
I love it.
You move like a pregnant cow.
There was a hilarious clip from the very beginning when they're in the prison or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And the streamer just decided to attack them all and got killed, obviously. And the guards just like freaked out. They were like, guys, come.
I love that.
I love that the jank is still in that game.
Oh yeah, yeah. If it had been jank free, I would have been so mad. But anyways, any of you guys gonna look through for any additional information? It'll just be like a dex roll to make sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna risk it. God damn it, Wayne. I kneel down and start looking through it. Hey, we're
Hard
rolling
success.
good tonight.
Because you've got a hard success, I'm going to give you something that might be relevant later, but you won't know about. You do get cut. Not enough to do damage, but enough to make to kind of make a good mark that like goes through the skin. On I'm gonna say on like your lower leg.
Do I take any damage?
No, just mark that you've
Okay.
that you've gotten a.
So I got a cut.
Yeah, that you got a cut on your skin on your lower leg.
Okay, we'll put that. Here we go. Injuries and scars. Which leg? Oops, I didn't mean to roll that.
It doesn't matter. You choose.
All right, we'll say my left leg.
Okay, and you see in the corner of your vision, the keeper will remember that. In a good way, because like I said, it's a success. But
And it looks like you're bleeding.
you do find that, like, associated with the portraits, there's annotated personal information about each individual. Date of birth, where they were sent after being born, because you, including you, like, you find out where you were actually born.
What the hell?
And you find, like, current name, so any of them who have gotten married, and relevant details about their lives. Like, even you find, like, past job history and, like, education history, where you went to school, for all of you.
Right.
As well as a lot of these other people, including Stella and Bruno and John Michael Owens, as well as Carlos Enrique Duarte, which you note that the two Carlos Enrique Duarte was he was born at the same hospital on the same day as Wayne, but they were sent. He was sent to Sacramento, and Wayne was sent to Burney City.
They're twin fucking brothers. Separated at birth.
Perhaps.
I don't say that. I'm
But-
just saying that as a player, not as a character.
Yeah.
But I do, as a player, say they've known about us since we were born. They've got information about all of us. What schools we went to, what hospital we were born in, what towns they moved us to. Who are these people? What do they want with us?
And
Are we able to see these two, or is it just?
Yeah, I'll show them to you.
Yeah, Shannon points them out, so you guys are all able to see them.
Yeah, I pick up all the little notes and I set them down on one of the desks.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Wayne, by knocking this over, you see a large empty space. And there's someone there tied to a chair with a canvas bag over their head. And they appear to still be breathing.
Okay, is Wayne still berserk or is he less berserk?
I'm gonna say that, like, you've been, like, while everybody else is doing this, you're going through your berserker rage, so I'm gonna say, like, in the time it takes them to do that,
Am I still
You're-
satisfied with that the glass is now powderized?
yes.
Okay. Wayne's gonna go over and see if that guy's okay.
He's still breathing, though it's haggard. It seems like he definitely was roughed up, like, not in the best way, but he's alive. Like, he or she, rather. I mean, you can tell it's a he, because, like, only the head is covered with the bag. But,
Yep.
They ain't feeling good, whoever they are.
yeah.
We can tell it's a guy because his pants are off.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a banana hammock, and he's just hanging 10.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Well, Wayne's gonna take the bag off of this dude's head.
Okay. Give me just a second.
He's okay.
You recognize the face.
It's Carlos.
It's Bruno
Oh.
Wachowski.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
And he says, he kind of comes to
Bruno.
and he's like, Carlos? No. Wayne. I can't believe you found me. I thought I'd
Excuse
never
me,
see
sir,
you
but
again.
how would you know it's me from just seeing my hand? And the eyes Google.
Hasn't seen Wayne in the suit yet.
He's gonna say,
Wayne is
who
still-
else? I can't think of anybody else I know who would take that honorary role.
I mean, there's like 4 other guys who wear the costume, but whatever.
What are the chances that any of those 4 other guys would go looking for someone they don't know in a warehouse in an industrial section of town?
Absolutely 0. All of them go to the same goddamn bar, complain about the same shit.
Okay.
Oh shit, that was good. I loved all of that.
Yeah. And, yeah, behind him, the exterior wall you can be seen from the inside. The two sliding panels which make up the wall are chained together with a heavy chain and padlock. And above the empty space in front of the wall, there's a bridge crane supported by the iron beams of the building. On the floor under the crane's hook and a few yards from the hostage tied to the chair are marks of something heavy having been moved. Somebody can make me a track roll.
God.
Hey!
Hey! Take that skill
Nice.
box, and you notice that whatever was there probably was a large-scale machine built in spot, judging by the remnants of solder, metal shavings, and other leftover bits of electric cable. Whatever it was, there's no sign of it now, and nobody else is here. Seems like somebody packed up and
They skedaddled.
Left.
yeah.
I have questions for Bruno.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you get here? Who grabbed you?
I don't know. I didn't see them. They bonked me
happened?
from behind, and you just.
Well, where were you? What?
I was at the train station. I thought I was being followed. That's why I called you guys to come early. But they got me before you guys got there. I don't know who they were, but I bet if we keep searching around here, we can find out.
Did you see or hear anything while you've been tied up here?
Not much, other than that we're all part of something bigger. We're all scions of the Dark Goddess, and you hear you hear in your voices, they said it, so that's why they call it that.
What?
But,
They said the name of the game.
yeah,
I still
All of
do
us.
that in every movie
oh yeah,
where they say the title in the movie. I just have to yell it out.
yeah,
Same.
But I know
All right,
that.
well, let's get you untied from here.
Okay. Do you untie him? Any of you
Yeah.
can make me a hard psychology roll.
Oof. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Yep, no worries. Okay.
Playing.
Wayne's spending the 3 luck for that.
Wayne, something seems off. He seems not quite himself. You note that he's favoring the opposite side, he's right-handed, but he seems to be favoring his left side.
Is there a mug or something that's within Wayne's reach?
Roll me luck.
Oh, that was a hard luck. Let me do that regularly.
Yeah.
There
Okay,
we
yeah,
go.
so,
Wayne's gonna grab something and toss it to Bruno.
he catches it in his left hand, and
Does
he's
Wayne
free
know
now?
that he is right?
Sorry, what?
Does Wayne know that he's right-handed?
Yeah, that's kind of what that psychology roll was for, is determining that,
Oh.
seeing that he wasn't, seeing that he wasn't, and Miles also seeing, or Miles, you wouldn't see this because it required a hard success, but Wayne, you could tell something was off, as you were, untying him, or as Miles was untying him.
Yep. Miles, stop.
Well, if he caught the thing, he's already untied then.
What? You just got his hands. He's not untied from the chair.
Yeah, we could say that, I guess.
Can
Yeah.
I say that?
And, how...
Okay.
Wayne,
Miles,
are you...
stop. Back
Wayne,
up.
what's your deck? Or not Wayne, Miles, what's your dex?
Not very good. 49,
Okay, let's see.
which I think might be like Duge level low. Which makes sense. I knock shit over all the time, so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just asking. So, yeah, he catches it in his left hand, and he looks at you.
Miles, stop untying him. That's not Bruno.
Miles,
What the hell?
make me a dodge roll.
Now that
Uh-oh.
his hands are free, this could get ugly. But my dodge isn't terrible.
Hey,
Wow. Huh.
Okay. Let's see. Not bad. Let's see.
I'm gonna
That's
mark
gonna be
that skill.
5. Okay. So it appears he had a knife that he was cutting the ties that bound him to the chair as you were undoing his hand. And
I was
holding
just
it in
like
his
a
left hand,
sharp
he's,
piece of metal shiv.
yeah, basically. And yeah, he's gonna miss as he lunges at you with this makeshift knife.
But I jump back and see that he's actually sliced my leather jacket. Oh, you bastard, you cut my jacket.
He doesn't speak.
what the hell, Bruno?
Watch up, guys, stay back. I don't think he's himself.
We're gonna go into initiative.
Let's go.
Assuming we only got one turn before he cuts his way out of that.
Oh, he's already cut his way out.
Oh.
That's why he lunged at you. Why he was able to, rather. Okay, and let me check his. Okay, he's 70. Shannon, what's your dex?
65.
Okay, 65. Miles, yours is 45. No. Miles.
My dex?
Yeah,
Yeah.
49, yeah.
49. Okay, 49. And then let me see. Stella is.
Oh wait. Cheese, did you pick up the gun from under the table?
It's only if you have it readied that it counts for your dex. So, like, if you have your gun, like, holstered, it doesn't count because it doesn't give you the dex bonus.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I... Oh no, I didn't write it down, so I'd say I didn't actually pocket it.
Okay, Camille, what's your dex?
85.
85. And then Wayne,
55.
55. Okay, let's,
Camille, quick.
so,
Quick Camille, that's what they called her in high school.
yeah, Camille, what do you want to do?
Got a knife, right?
Yeah, he's got a knife.
Let's see. I've got 4. I'm just gonna try and like kick it out of his hand.
Okay, so that'd be a fighting
guess-
maneuver. So just, it's gonna be opposed fighting, brawl. So just making a fighting brawl roll. And then what's your build?
Okay. My build is. Where's that? 1.
Okay, yeah, his build is also 1, so... Let's see. Where is it there? Okay, he gets a success, so, he is gonna deal, let me actually roll, for... So he rolled... We're just gonna do this for rolling the damage. Jesus. That's literally, like, max damage. You take 7 damage.
Okay.
And that means you take a major wound. So, I'm gonna say that, he shanks you between the ribs, and he punctures a lung. Now make me a constitution
Alright.
roll to see if you stay conscious. Okay, you're still conscious, but... Yeah, you're not in the best way. Now it's his go.
Oh.
Okay. Do you want to fight back or dodge? I guess I should ask you beforehand, but at this point I don't care. Would you have fought back or dodged? Because if you got a success on fighting back here, then you would beat him. And you would get to deal damage. Because as the whole thing is risk versus reward. Fighting back, you have to exceed their success, but you get to do damage. Dodge, you just have to match it, but you do no damage back to them.
And he's swinging at me.
Yeah, he's
Again?
swinging at you again, yeah.
Alright, we'll fight back.
Okay. So, yeah, if you fail, it's not going to be a big deal. Like, you're not going to take damage because he failed, but if you succeed, you'll do 1d3 plus damage bonus. So just roll with these hands.
Alright.
You succeed. You do 6 damage to him. Let's see.
Nice.
I need to...
That's a lot of damage.
Yep. Do any of you... One of you guys can roll me, luck to see if you guys have any flex tape to cover up the punctured lung wound. But he takes, Okay, yeah, you have some flex tape. I'll give anybody
In my
who...
backpack.
Yeah. Anybody who, So if you want to use the flex tape to help administer first aid, I'll give you a bonus, on that. But, yeah, you do 6 damage to him. And then roll, because, it's Shannon's next. So, Shannon, what do you want to do?
Shannon.
I think in the heat of the moment, after seeing Camille get stabbed, Shannon's gonna charge. Shannon's gonna charge at Wachowski with her sword.
Okay, go ahead, make me your roll. And he is...
And she yells that exact
Yeah, and he's gonna try and fight back.
phrase.
Because NPCs always try to fight back.
Mm-hmm.
But he fails, so he takes another 5 damage. Though he hasn't
I'm
taken...
saying, get off my friend!
Yeah, you slash him across... I'm gonna say you slash him across the back, like opening his opening his clothes and causing a huge gash wound. Roll me luck.
Okay.
Extreme success. You realize that as you're cutting, you see the clothing fade away, and as you're cutting through, you see, like, in slow motion, the clothing part, almost in advance of the blade, and you see what looks like a birthmark on his back before you slash through it, and you note that as you cut through it, it disappears, and he collapses.
Guys, I think I just might have. I think I might have just disconnected him, or whatever you want to call it. I think he's okay now. Don't attack him anymore. Camille, and I throw down my bag.
He doesn't look too okay.
I rush to Camille. You don't look okay either. I'm gonna try and roll first aid, even though my first aid's horrible. It's not horrible. I'm gonna say
you'll do with a bonus since you have flex tape.
Camille, I'm like trying to pull out all the shit from my backpack to get to the flex tape as I'm like starting to like bawl my eyes out. I'm like, I've never had any real friends in my life before. And you're my only real friends. And I can't have you die in front of me. I just can't have this. And then I'm gonna roll first aid. Oh,
roll me a bonus. Roll me a bonus die. Okay, you can spend 9 luck to make that a success.
I'm spinning it.
Okay, so Camille, you still
blood.
You still have the permanent injury, and like that's gonna be so. Put that in like permanent injury scars, and we'll figure that out at the end of at the beginning of chapter 5. Yeah, you can note that like
and snot all over the wound.
Yeah,
but it's taped up.
Yeah, the mucus forms like a layer of like a protective bandage layer that you seal in with flex tape. But you're not feeling good, but you don't feel like you're gonna die immediately. Like you don't feel like you're. I mean, technically you weren't dying, but
she's gonna have a collapse.
Not bleeding, at least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're not bleeding out.
And I can tell you, collapsed lungs are not fun.
Oh yeah.
Reach up my hand and like blindly pat at her arm and shoulder and say thanks. See.
And Bruno just like he's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. There was a call, and they said that you would be coming for me, and I had to delay you, and if I couldn't delay you, I would have to kill you, and it was like I was a passenger in my own body, and I was seeing myself through this twisted mirror, and I saw what was going on, but I couldn't do anything.
We know, Wachowski. We know.
Let's not answer any more phones.
You want some flex tape?
Someone can make first aid on him.
Oh, hold up.
I'm gonna try to tape up his. Oh.
Wayne don't got it.
Okay.
Wayne is about to do it and then realize I'm still in mascot costume.
Oh yeah.
You'd get fur all over that wound.
Miles, you can roll with you can get a bonus die. So just roll click the bonus die or bonus / penalty rather. Okay, 45. Yeah, you still fail. But you guys hear a
plug a bullet wound, not a sword slash.
Yeah, like he looks like it doesn't look like he's dying. I can tell you mechanically that if he were reduced to 0, like now with a hit that basically did less than 7 hit points of damage, he would just be knocked unconscious. But you guys also hear the hangar doors open.
Like the big ones behind the chair here.
No.
Yeah.
The ones that you came in through.
Oh. Somebody's inside.
Somebody's home, guys.
Yeah. I stand up and I ready myself with my sword.
Mr. Chambers, did you find her? Did they find her? No? Well, then they know too much. You know what you have to do.
Do we have a chance to, like, try to hide?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a,
I don't know if it'd do us any good.
Yeah, make me a stealth.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Miles,
Wow.
you are like a ghost, and you can roll me an
Turn into the
instant.
Predator.
Roll me 1d10, because it's a
Get
critical.
active camo.
Yeah,
1d10, you say?
yeah.
Nice.
Okay, you get to 29 stealth. Anybody else?
I'm gonna say since Camille just failed, I'm not gonna roll it. I'm gonna stand next to Camille
Okay,
I might spin the luck.
and defend.
okay.
Are you gonna spin the luck? Okay, well then I'll try and
Think
roll.
about spinning the
So
luck.
I don't
There we
mark
go.
my stealth then, right?
Up
Because
the
I
luck.
add it.
Yeah, you
I
add
add it now, right?
Yeah, you add it now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, Shannon, and then who else is it? Wayne, you're gonna get a penalty die to this because you're in a giant ass, and it doesn't matter because you fail anyways.
I failed anyways.
Bruno.
I want to roll the penalty die.
Oh yeah.
Anyways.
Oh no, that means that's a fumble because you have less than 50 in the skill.
Can I just say the fumble is that I'm in a giant ass mask?
Yes, and you fall prone.
You fell.
And
I do the exaggerated fall.
yeah, like a pratfall. And the rest of you, as you're hiding, see something slink down off the shelves. And it is truly horrifying. It's like this.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Let me figure out how the best way to describe it. It's like this big kind of. It's like almost like a mollusk, but it's got a changing translucent shape. It's oozing this like collagen type substance that like forms almost a snail trail behind it. And it sees you guys. It sees Wayne and
Can Wayne play dead?
I think what would make sense for Miles is like, where would we hide? I would think we would
maybe under the
hide
tables.
in the shelves area somewhere.
Yeah, you guys could do that. I could say that you like find a and basically the last one's like I'm gonna say that you can, but it is going to
Just
get
I'm hiding like over here.
yeah, it's gonna get a an intelligence roll to spot your bluff. So
I think since he got the
Someone else
critical
hiding
success, I was gonna say since he got the critical success, I think it makes sense that he's able to make it.
oh
I
yeah,
know I got a
Wait.
hard success and
oh yeah, you guys are
and,
able to. Yeah, you guys.
well,
are
I'm
able
just
to-
saying. I think since I only got a hard success and Camille spent luck to make hers a regular success, we're just like behind one of these desks, like crouched. We're
Yeah.
not even really like hiding that well. Like we're
Okay, yeah.
hidden for the moment, but I think at least I don't know. It makes sense for me.
Yeah, that's a good call. Actually, let's see.
I would say some of Miles's military training kicked in as soon as he heard people coming in. He
He
ducked to
started
find
taking
cover somewhere.
Yeah.
Start taking tactical positions.
Yeah, and so Wayne, it's going to get an intelligence roll to see if it can kind of see through your bluff. It does not see through your bluff, but Bruno is too slow.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
And he's
shit.
soaked in blood.
And
Bruno. Get down.
it is going to do 13 damage. And it just like, forms this pseudopod and just slams him into the back of the hangar with a loud metallic clang. And you just hear bones shatter as he's just
We say
instantly
he
crushed.
sticks to the wall.
He
Yeah,
expires
he's
from this
just flat.
floor
Yeah, he
realm.
sticks to the wall and then like slides down with like a slick of blood. And damn, that was actually a really bad roll on its part for damage.
My hand
No
flies
nice
over my mouth as I try to stifle a scream.
Yeah. Okay. And
Yeah,
then,
same.
I think I'm gonna
Sheer,
roll
like,
sanity
unexpected power.
for witnessing that.
okay, and then we're gonna go into Dex order.
I feel like I would. That's a good time to roll sanity after it just.
Oh
does
yeah,
That.
yeah.
Are we all
yeah.
rolling sanity?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Wayne's
Cool.
on the ground and didn't
Yeah, I'm
see
gonna.
it.
Yeah, I'll say Wayne. For now.
You might have heard it. But yeah, you're good.
Okay, and then
Uh-oh.
What shall I roll for failing that?
1d8. And Shannon, you only lose 1. Okay, Camille
I'm
only
gonna
lose
say
2.
it's just like the hentais that I watched.
Oh my god. Okay, so Shannon, what's your dex is what, 65?
Yes. Sorry. Yes,
No
it
worries.
was 65.
Okay, and then Stella, I'm trying to remember.
You
Stella.
were saying that in character, right?
Yeah, I did actually say that in character.
Okay, then you've revealed your position.
No, I'm.
Camille,
I'm just
yours
kidding.
Is, yeah, yours is 85.
Yeah.
Wayne, yours is what is it?
55.
55. Okay. Miles, yours is 49.
Yep.
And then this fella's is 60. So
Also, guys, I don't know if you heard, but Kyle said that 13 was on the low end of its damage. Just keep that in mind.
Yep. But I can. Who has the highest intelligence here?
My intelligence is 80.
Okay. I can give you a.
I don't know if
Not
anybody's higher than that.
85.
You've got 85.
Wayne's pretty smart.
I'll let you both roll.
Yep.
I'll let you both do kind of an idea roll. Wayne, you'll get a
Okay.
bonus die on this one. Okay, so Wayne, you both get a regular success. Both of you hark back to the, you can put 2 and 2 together. This is the thing that killed the dog and those 3 women outside. This is the thing that used to be Mr. Chambers, or at least, it was what was inside Mr. Chambers. And bullets didn't seem to do shit. But you have a guess that other types of damage might actually work. You look at the hydrogen tanks, and you recall the giant vat of acid that you...
Yeah.
And you get a feeling that those could be potentially very useful. Camille, it's your turn to go first.
Let's see. Camille, having failed at Sandy roll, I think is going to try and stay hidden.
Okay, roll me stealth. Okay, you get a success. Okay, so Shannon, what do you want to do?
Where in relation to me are these hydrogen tanks? Are they just in the aisles
Yeah, in the-
sporadically?
Yeah, in the aisles and on shelves.
Yeah. And then the vat of acid was back here towards the door, correct?
Yep.
Somewhere? Okay. I say, Fuck. I can't leave Camille. I'm gonna roll stealth.
Okay.
Shit.
And because
I
this
like
isn't a
s-
combat skill, you can push.
Hmm.
But pushing
wanna
would
push.
risk alerting
Yeah.
it to all of your position.
I think what happens is like I like try to I'm gonna push it. And I think what I'm gonna do is basically I am trying to peek over the desk to see if I can get a sight on the monster, and I like in doing so bump like a mug or something on the cup on the desk that kind of makes a little bit of noise, but I'm like, if that's the stealth roll, I quickly grab the mug before it makes too much sound.
Success. Good. So
And then I duck back down
this thing
behind the desk.
can't see anyone, but it is going to approach Wayne. And because it thinks you're dead, but it knows it didn't kill you, it is going to, start,
Oh god.
it's going to start trying to make its way inside your body. So,
It's trying to swim
roll
up here.
dex. Yeah, roll me dexterity. Okay. So, it's gonna take 3 rounds, but you can feel this thing, like, trying to make its way inside of you. But
again, I am in the suit.
yeah, that's
it
why it's gonna
smart
take
enough?
3 turns.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this is a Lovecraftian abomination. It probably is. It's smart enough to recognize like that you are human. Like you can probably see heat and whatever. But yeah, you can make me a strength roll.
And if anyone needs to relay anything to Miles, he just
I mean,
getting your hint.
my strength isn't that great, but try it. Nope.
Okay, and I'm gonna well, let's see what it gets. It should be just rolling. 61. Okay, it failed too. So I'm gonna say that it doesn't count as an additional turn, so there's still 3 turns remaining. Stella, let's see, what's her strength? Not great. But
Did I get a turn?
oh yeah, oh
That was your turn, I would imagine. Trying
Yeah.
No,
to
because it.
escape from the
Yeah.
creature
yeah,
that's going
because the
inside.
dex
Okay,
was
okay.
on its turn. The strength is on your turn to like break free.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh,
can
no
I
worries.
Can I whisper to them? Grab that fucker with the crane.
Yep, that'd be operate heavy machinery.
Well, no, just
But yeah, I'm just letting everybody else know that to operate the crane
Yeah.
it would be. But Stella is going to. Would any of you guys have whispered about the use of like the hydrogen tanks or the acid? I'm trying to decide if this NPC can help you out.
Yeah, I guess when we did that intelligence roll, if Stella, I mean, I definitely would have said something to Camille, and if Stella was close enough, she probably could have heard me saying it.
Okay, I'm gonna let her. Let's see, what is her? Let's make. I'm gonna say Dex roll just to see
we know.
how far she gets.
I'm gonna say we know guns don't hurt it, but maybe those chemicals or maybe even knives could hurt it.
Yeah, she's gonna say she's gonna like roll and I'm gonna basically say she spends some luck to get over where Miles is, and she relays to you, help me get this, help me pull this, push this tank that way. And she's, like, kind of getting getting one of the hydrogen tanks moving. Miles, what do you want to do?
I'm going to realize that it's a hydrogen tank that she's pulling on and say, let's try to blow this bastard up.
Okay, and then, yeah, so you'll, so make me a strength roll. This is basically, and you'll get a bonus because you're having assistance. So, yeah, just roll me strength.
It's up here on the sheet.
Yep, yeah. And then, stream success. I'm gonna say
Nice.
that, with Stella's help, you are able to get it
You get
into
two hydrogen
a perfect position. And yeah, I'll say you're able to get two of them, like, right in perfect position. All that would be needed is for these three to get them out of the way. Camille,
Yeah.
what do you want to do? You've
What is
just
this
seen...
thing distracted by?
Yeah, it seems to
By
be
Wayne.
mostly focused on Wayne,
So where
it
should
also
we
can't
put
see the rest of you.
tanks then?
I'm gonna say that, like, it doesn't... Because this is mostly
Like,
theater of the
mark-
mind. They're basically, like, right up next to it. Like, it doesn't seem to have really noticed them. Like, these tanks.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're able to like move the tanks from here, pretty much right next to
Yeah,
the
with that
creature.
extreme success. Yeah.
Hold on, I have.
You just say you just rolled the tanks right up next to them. They just kind of gently bounced off its leg, and it's not even paying attention.
Exactly.
I have an idea of something we could do. It might be pushing it a little bit too much, though.
We'll see, because I'm
What if
gonna
we
be...
sneak up and take the mask off of Wayne and just pull him out of the suit
I would allow
and
you to
put
do
the
that.
fuel tanks in there?
I would allow you to do that.
Oh,
I mean, considering the state of Wayne inside the suit, you might have to roll sanity for that. But
If, like, the...
Wayne is all for getting out of this mess.
Yeah, if you,
That was actually my idea, was trying to slip out of the suit.
Can we say the suit has, like, structure to it? Like, basically the mascot's got, like, a big
got a hula
fat
hoop in the
belly and
waist.
Yeah.
rear
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically, if you guys are working together to free him, you'll get a bonus die for each person involved. So, I would say since
So-
Wayne, you're also trying to free yourself, you would get 2 bonus die, whichever, which Shannon or Camille, whichever of you has the higher strength, you roll it with 2 bonus die.
My strength is 55, Camille.
Strength is 70.
Damn.
Jeez, you are stacked. I think Shannon might be falling in love.
Yeah, go.
All right, Camille. Since it's our turn back to back, can we like both go and try to pull him out and
Yeah, basically you
Drag
guys,
him away.
yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, you guys are doing this, and Camille, you roll with 2 bonus die.
so basically I'm like, just get Wayne and make a run for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, hard success, and then, it does get to roll,
I guess I could still roll
Unopposed.
bonus. I mean, actually, I guess you can't roll better than that. So
okay, yeah, it gets a regular success, so you managed to free him. And where do you want to move to?
I figure we move
Back towards.
towards the forklift. That way,
Oh,
we have
Okay.
something to run behind.
Okay.
Is that all of us?
get over here.
Yeah, that's all
Wayne.
of you. Wayne, yeah, you're being dragged. I'm gonna say by, like, because it's trying to force its way up your butt. So, they're gonna grab you by, like, the belt loop. And just yank you, like, drag you, by the pants.
It all depends on can Miles hit his shot.
Yep. Because you got an extreme success. First, I will allow. Well, I'll allow Stella just in case. Actually, I'll allow her. I'll have her go after you because I want to give the player the opportunity to, you know, do the thing. So, yeah. So roll with a bonus die, because again, your extreme success, like you're like keyed on to these things, like a little automatic targeting, like aim assist is following the barrel as it rolls up. So yeah, roll me your whatever gun you're shooting with, and roll with a bonus die.
Go to combat. This all pulls properly.
Okay, so
Nice.
0.26.
That's insane.
Oh, that's because it's weirdly taking the damage, but the damage of that doesn't matter.
I probably entered it wrong.
Oh, don't worry about it. It does. It would do 1 damage. The firearm. But roll me. Let me.
Oh, because I have slashes in it. I think that's why.
Yeah. Roll me. I'm gonna say because it's hydrogen, it's gonna have the rules of dynamite. Roll me 8d10.
Oh shit.
We might all explode right here.
Oh
Yeah,
no, it's,
we might be dying.
I'm gonna say that it's got a radius of about here. Like it goes.
Perfectly safe.
Yeah, it goes like right out to
8d10.
here. Yeah, 8d10.
The
Okay,
radius
19
just
plus
happens to be
27?
perfectly as big as these fucking screens are.
Yeah, exactly. So let me double check. So that's 18, you said? It was 18 plus 27?
And 19
19.
plus 27.
19 plus 27. Okay. Let me, let's see. Yeah, that kills it. Because that's all counts as 1 hit. So,
Jesus.
it's this deafening blast as the hydrogen combusts and just like, you see this thing engulfed in flame, shrieking in this shrill, monstrous... And then, what do you guys want to do while it's burning?
That's right, burn, you son of a bitch.
We should probably
Well,
get
wait.
out of here.
Yeah, but Wayne remembers there's a lady that ordered it,
True. Behind us.
and Wayne's a little upset at
Okay.
said lady.
Yeah, you can,
Wayne is going to go and try and crack her in the skull.
okay, roll me Fighting Brawl, and you'll get a, bonus die.
So he's doing it with his baton.
Okay, yeah, so roll me that with a bonus die. Okay, so you miss.
Lady, you got some splaining to do.
Okay, so... Camille, does anybody else want to do anything of relevance, basically? Is what I'm asking, because this is basically where
I wanna poke her in the leg with my sword so she doesn't go anywhere.
Okay, roll me your, weapon.
Alright.
And roll with a bonus die now because you outnumber her. So, let's see. Damn. Okay, so...
No.
Unless you want to spend, 8 luck. To do 8 damage.
Can I pull my gun and try to intimidate her?
Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to spend the luck.
Okay, yeah, so make me intimidate with a bonus die. Or 2 bonus die, because you also outnumber her. Okay, 32, that's a
Okay.
success, and then you can roll another one to see if you get any, to see if you can fish for a hard or extreme.
No.
Okay, yeah, so, you get a regular success. But
So I just pull my gun. Don't move.
she, this is opposed by psychology. And what is her psychology? 65. So, technically, because I don't roll the opposed, basically, if it's over 50, it means it needs a hard success. She's like, You know, I can just say that you guys helped an escaped fugitive, and you'll be wanted. I'm a respected lawyer from a respected law firm. You're a bunch of nobodies. Who are they going to believe? Tell you what.
Confirmed.
You scram. You don't say anything about this to anybody, and we can go our separate ways.
What does Stella have to say about that?
I'm gonna roll power to see if she has the restraint. She does. What do you guys want her to do then? Because at this point she's at point blank range. Any shot would be basically whatever, whether you want it to be fatal or not, it would either be fatal or crippling.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we want to question this lady, since she seems to be very much involved in some awful things.
I agree.
Okay, so you guys want to take her hostage?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
We
put a
should
bullet
probably-
through her kneecap.
Okay, yep, she does. And she's like... And she grazes between her legs on the way, and she just falls to the ground and... My God!
I mean, do we even have to shoot her? I mean, there's enough of us, we just jump her.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter to me, but...
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, no, I don't think we were gonna shoot her. I think we were just gonna. I think he just said he was gonna hit her with the baton, and then we were gonna question her.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I thought he said shoot her in the knee.
So...
No.
Well, I mean, I missed, but you could just have Stella shoot at her.
And, yeah, she shoots at her, you guys jump her, and you get, in the car as you see a whole bunch of police vehicles arriving on the scene. You've now left the hangar behind. You have many unanswered questions, but you will be sure of one thing. There's something that binds you all together, the origin of your birth. It seems that you have caught this strange psychopath, Ariadna Valverde. You don't understand exactly what she was trying to do. In spite of having had some extraordinary and terrifying experiences, it is hard for you to accept that there is a superior power that dominates the destiny of all living things on the planet. Shub-Nagoroth. While you all contemplate this, you suddenly receive a text message from a withheld number. The text says, "Ring, ring." Also, one of you guys caught a glimpse of something among the technical plans that showed an augmetic processing machine for artificial intelligence that looked to you like a network of microprocessors connected to an organic neural network extracted from the brains of the priests, including those 3 murder victims, specifically their pineal glands, and it seems to be kept... It looks like it was kept alive by non-organic structures and conduits.
Of course.
Like classic mad scientist shit.
Yeah.
And that is where...
Classic using human brains to create AIs.
Yeah, and you guys... You might guess that the extreme need for, like, power and... Like, it seems like something... This machine may have been intended to contain an unfathomably strong energy, and at the same time, a database as yet inexistent in today's technology. But the intention is clear. Build a being capable of thinking for itself according to some pre-designed ethical rules, and to contain this energy which will allow the entropy of the universe to be manipulated. And then... as you're heading out, and you get that text, the screen fades, and we fade in on a very different place, and a very different time.